Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great Friday night. Welcome to the channel. Going to do a little bit of 49ers preview of the Cardinals, 49ers v Cardinals on Sunday. And thanks for joining me, whoever is on here, whether you're watching live or on the rewatch. Appreciate you coming through. Before I get started with anything, I just want to say a quick thank you to all the great people that have subbed to my channel over the past 2 years. I am closing in on 2,000 subs. Right now, I'm just shy of 1,900. It's been quite a fantastic journey on something that I talked a long time about, but didn't decide to do right away just because, once you get on YouTube and you put stuff out there, it's out there for the world. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been on this journey with me for the whole time. It was slow going for a bit, but the last couple months have really picked up. And as I'm closer to 2K, I just, again, want to say thanks to everybody for supporting the channel, coming through, commenting, donating, all that stuff. You guys are the best. You make doing this worth it. So here's to you people. And again, thanks a lot. And as we get close to 2K subs, I cannot wait. So I figure we just get right into the what I think is a game within the game, and that is the Trey Lance starting. If you guys didn't know, Trey Lance has been named the starter Sunday for the game, and there's going to be a lot of armchair quarterbacks saying a lot of different things about who should have start. There's going to be people saying, you people finally got what you wished for. Now you're going to have to deal with it, as to say that the kid's going to struggle and be horrible. And I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it has to do with the fact that, Jimmy's not healthy. And when he was healthy, he hasn't been playing up to the standard that we need him to. And seeing how he's not completely healthy and the kid is healthy and needs the experience and needs the reps, the Niners decided to go that way. The signs were out there, I guess, the last couple of days where Jimmy was nowhere to be seen at camp. And so they, people kind of put two and two together. They put their tinfoil hats on and they realized that there's a good chance that Jimmy's not playing. And sure enough, that was the case. So the rookie's going to get his first start in the NFL. I'm excited for him. But at the same time, I know there's going to be some ups and downs, and I know those will be magnified by the people that are going to be critical of him starting because they're, they think that there's this hate towards Garoppolo or a dislike towards Garoppolo, when it really comes down to the Niners need solid play at quarterback, and they need someone who's going to move the ball and score touchdowns. And so far, Jimmy hasn't been that guy. Not saying that he can't be. And there's a good chance he gets his job back when he's healthy anyway. So I support whoever the quarterback is. I was supporting Jimmy even when he was playing. But to be honest with you, with 3 picks, 2 future draft picks, and 1 a swap, when you give up all that for a quarterback, you definitely want to see your returns. So the Niners are going to get that. And there's going to be a lot of conversation. There's going to be a lot of people going back and forth who are quote unquote all Niners fans, and they're going to be going at each other. So it's going to be interesting on Twitter, at least on Sunday for sure. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Jesse, CG, Frank, Tom, Ocean, Wanda, all welcome to the chat. Thanks for popping in here, even if it's just for a minute to say hello. I see that CG's closing in on 3K subs. I'm on your heels. I ain't quite near you, but, it's amazing that, I started this thing 2 years ago and I'm close to 2,000 subs. I didn't want to do the channel for a while. I talked a lot about it, but never made the move. So the fact that it's happening, couldn't be happier. Makes it worth it when you put a lot of work in. Yeah. So I think the big thing for Sunday is make things simple for the kid. The way I look at it is give him easy completions to start the game, screen passes, short passes, quick throws, stuff to get him in rhythm. Because I feel like when Trey's in rhythm, he starts to heat up a little bit. So the best thing to do, at least from my perspective, is to give him quick intermediate throws timing throws, screens. He's having some trouble with some screen passes, so I would definitely get some screens to start the game. And the running game is definitely going to be part of it too. I think it's important to get the kid a clean pocket with the play action game, with the running game being effective. I'm assuming that Elijah Mitchell is going to play. I have the injury report for you guys, and I will bring it up on screen. Give me 1 second. I actually haven't looked at it yet. Oh, where are we doing here? Hold on a second, guys. There we go. So Eric Armstead looks like he's playing. Samson Ekubum. I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying his name because questionable. Of course, Jimmy is out. DJ Jones looks like he's playing. Javon Kinlaw questionable. The one that is a shock and definitely of concern is George Kittle being doubtful. It's unfortunate and sad that guy put so much work in the offseason, but he can just not stay healthy, man. He's like a China doll. Uh, Hopefully the Niners have enough. I think the Niners have enough pieces and enough weapons to get the job done. Alex Mack, Elijah Mitchell, Josh Norman look like they're all playing because there's no decision. And of course, K1 is out. Trent Williams will play in the game. That I think is a huge, huge thing. So yeah, Niners. I think the secondary is sneakily going to be pretty good. I think Josh Norman has played better than people think. And Trey Kirkpatrick didn't do too bad last week either. So I expect the 49ers, like I said, on offense, run the football and get the quick game going for the kid. Get him some easy stuff. Get him some easy throws. It's going to be loud. It's going to be crazy in that place. The more he has to go through elongated deliveries and go through a bunch of huge reads, I think the more susceptible he is to making mistakes. So give him some easy stuff first to get him settled down because I think he starts fast. I do think there is an issue with him right now of seeing the field. He may see what he's seeing, but he may not understand it all the time just because, the speed of the game is so much better. But listen, Steve Young said it best, like, there's going to be stuff that's going to be ugly, and he's going to do some things on the field. They're going to make you scratch your head. But the playmaking ability is there. The athleticism is there. The arm is there. I mean, I don't know what else to say as far as he's got to get on the field. And this was the, I guess, best possible situation out of a bad situation that Jimmy's going to sit because of injury and Trey's going to get a shot. So I hope he does well. I know he's going to struggle. That's an obvious thing. Like I said, it's going to be interesting to see what 49er Twitter and Facebook is like because there's going to be a lot of people infighting over the whole Garoppolo Trey Lance situation. It is what it is. It's sad that people can't agree to disagree and not attack each other, but unfortunately, when people are behind keyboards, everybody becomes super brave. So it is what it is. Jesse says Trey's going to score 2 touchdowns and rush for 1. I hope so. Danny Albright says 12 49er players have touchdown. First time that happened in 4 games in NFL history. Yeah. Everybody's getting a piece of the pie. Everybody's getting a taste. So that's good. So I think the big story more than anything in this game is the fact that Kittle is doubtful. A lot of people are making more out of it than I think it is. They think he's not playing because Jimmy's not playing. I really hope that's not the case. Kittle's been oddly different this season. I don't know if you guys have picked up on it. I don't know. Something's different about him, but yeah, he's not going to play. I forgot exactly. He hurt his calf or whatever. And he played through it last week, but he's not going to do it this week. Like I said, he got lit up pretty bad on that one throw where he got bent backwards. So you wonder how he's feeling. It's the one thing about Jimmy that he's been consistently doing since he's been the quarterback of this team is throwing some hospital balls, mostly to Kittle. He has an ability to throw balls so high that guys have to outstretch and get absolutely crushed when they go to catch the ball. So Trey's been known to be a little erratic himself and a little high. So hopefully he can bring those passes down a little bit. But yeah, it's going to be bad that Kittle's not playing. I think the one thing you miss more than anything with Kittle is his blocking because he's such a fantastic, aggressive, dominating blocker for a tight end. But they got Ayuk, they got Sherfield, they have Debo, and they have a running game. So, and they have Dwelly. I think Dwelly is a solid tight end. So hopefully the Niners. This is on Shanahan, man. Shanahan has got to go with what he has. He has a young quarterback who has a different skill set, and this is on the coach. This isn't a Jimmy versus Trey thing. This is a Kyle Shanahan coaching his young quarterback thing. So hopefully he can do a good job of dialing up some stuff that uses Trey's abilities and strengths, while still staying true to the offense. Yeah, he doesn't act goofy no more. Yeah, I noticed that too. There's something really weird about him this offseason. And like I said, it's funny. He puts so much work into his body. He puts so much emphasis on doing all this crazy stuff in the offseason. And he's just he's like the Kevin Nash of football. I don't know if you guys know what wrestling, but Kevin Nash in wrestling was always hurt. You know, super he's got such a bright personality and outgoing, but and a lot of skill Kittle has, but has an inability to stay healthy and stay on the field. You don't help anybody in street clothes, man. Every year it's the same thing. Everybody gets super invested and gets really crazy in the off season with all the stuff that they do for their body. And, everybody talks about the season that's coming and how excited they are. And then the season starts and it's the same old with the injuries. So, it's nothing long-term, hopefully. So that's always a positive thing, but the constant nagging injuries with the same players, it's tough to build consistency and camaraderie when guys are in and out of the lineup constantly. Danny Albright says, when Jimmy gets healthy, do the 49ers go back to him or does Trey Lance take over? Just don't want to go back and forth like Montana. Yeah. It's Danny. I don't know, man. It's a matter of how Trey's playing. If Trey's the hot hand, you don't want to mess with it. But, there's always the saying, you don't lose your position to injury. I don't know if that's the case with this. I really don't, man. It's hard to tell, man. It's hard to tell with Kyle. The Niners are so cloak and dagger with everything that they do. So we'll see. Hopefully Trey plays well and makes it a hard decision to go back to Jimmy. If they're moving the ball and scoring a ton of points, I can't see them going back. But if it's kind of, in the middle, kind of, similar to Garoppolo's play, I would say they probably go back to Jimmy. Frank Tom Ocean, do you think Debo? Yeah, I think he is legit. Again, he's another guy that's always hurt, Frank. So it's just a matter of keeping the kid healthy. And if he stays healthy, he's going to have a really strong year. The thing is that the Niners got to get more out of their other guys. Nobody else is doing anything, man. If Debo goes down, man, we're in hot water, man. So I love seeing everybody do. I love seeing Debo do well, but I definitely want to see some other people step up and contribute. Trey's going to start slow and pick it up. Yeah, he has that. He's showing that so far in the preseason and everything, even now. That's why when people say, "Oh, him versus Jimmy," I mean, the Niners are starting slow in making bonehead decisions with him as the starter. So you see it. You see him. You see this, situation with the rookie starting, and a lot of people are saying it might be a slow start or the Niners might, sputter a little bit, but they've been doing that already with Jimmy in the lineup. So in a way, you're not really losing much other than experience. So hopefully use your athletic skill, use the stuff that is your strength first, and then the game will come to you later. just don't develop bad habits. I really hope he does have a monster game on Sunday. It's going to be the Debo show, hopefully. But I'd like to see Ayuk and other people get involved too, especially with Kittle not being in there. I think the Niners need to move the ball around. I wouldn't be against seeing Trent Sherfield do some stuff too. Trey hasn't played a full game in a long time. Yeah, it's been a very long time. It's this is his chance, man. Like I said, there's going to be some division within the 49ers fanhood here, which I think is ridiculous. There's this weird fight between fans about Jimmy and Trey, and it's like a dividing line between people who are fans of the same team. I'm all about the player that gives us the best chance to win. If that's Trey, then put Trey in. If Jimmy's playing great, then keep Jimmy in. But Jimmy hasn't been playing great, and now he's hurt. So why not start the rookie? This is going to be a tough game for the Niners, regardless of who the quarterback is. I'm not super confident we're going to win this game. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a straight shooter. I know that's really messed up coming from a guy who has a 49ers channel, but the Niners pull this off. I will be genuinely surprised and happy. But I'm very cautiously optimistic because you're on the road and you're starting a rookie, and it's just a mix of some combustible elements. Does Debo get 12,000 yards? Might have to play. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know, man. He's had some health issues. If they do a contract, Danny, they would have to put some injury buffers in there. Like if he stays healthy and plays a certain amount of games, he gets such and such bonus. You know what I mean? Because he hasn't exactly been a pinnacle of health. So if the Niners can do something like that in his contract and give him some clause, I would say, yeah, go for it. Truth, all the Jimmy D riders are hounding me and other 49ers. Yeah, they're going after my boy Jesse Naylor, which I think is ridiculous. Why can't you have a position that's against everybody else's? I don't understand. There's a content creator out there. I won't say his name, but I'll let you guys figure out who I'm talking about, who just is pro Jimmy no matter what. And you can't say anything constructively or criticize him whatsoever. And it's just having a conversation with people like that who are that close-minded. And in a way, they're kind of toxic, part of the 49ers fanhood. It's best to just not interact with them. There's people in the Niners community, especially on YouTube, and content creators who are really supportive and all listen to others' opinions. And then there's ones out there that, they just have this like authoritarian like mindset of like it's Jimmy or nothing. And if you say anything critical of him, you're not a real fan. And it's not even worth getting in those discussions with people, to be honest with you. So, listen, I was pro Jimmy to start the year, but now that Jimmy's hurt and he hasn't been playing that well, I say go for it. Go for it with Trey, I'd say there's been interceptions caught with Jimmy G than having Trey Lance in. There has been no interceptions caught when Trey's in. Yeah, that's true. There's going to be, Jonathan, there's going to be some mistakes from the kid. It's bound to happen. So all the rest of the quarterbacks are struggling right now, the rookies. So I expect Trey to follow suit. Good news with the 49ers. Trent Williams is good to go. I think that's huge. Trent Williams left the game last week with cramps, left on a cart. A lot of people were worried, including myself, especially with all the money that they paid him. There was a Twitter meltdown last week when he went out of the game. A lot of people were saying like we shouldn't have paid him, this, that, and the other. But looks like he's good to go this week. Thank God, we need him. The Niners are going against a formidable pass rush with the Arizona Cardinals. Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt are going to be a tough task to stop. So the Niners are going to have to figure out a way to, run the ball, keep them off balance with play action, and hopefully Trey, if he needs to move with his legs, I say do it. Don't think about it. The Sentinel, let's see what you got to say. I've always been a guy who's loyal
to the guy who got a Super Bowl rings. I was Camp Joe too, but by the way, brother. When Steve was gunning for his job, I was all in on Steve Young when he got the monkey. Yep, same.
I mean, I'll always be a Joe guy, but when Steve got his ring, I wasn't upset like, oh, I've refused to accept this. No, I took that, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of Trey. I wanted him to draft over all the.
Yeah, so did I. I'm happy.
But Jimmy G is another Alex Smith, another Kaepernick. Close, not enough when you have been blessed with the greatest QB who got 4 rings in the 80s.
That's the standard. Yeah, it's a tough standard, the Sentinel, to live up to when you had number 16 and number 8. That's the standard. You got to win, and you got to win championships. And anything else less than that is considered a failure.
Need to get the running game going, Mitchell and Sherman. I totally agree, Danny Albright.
Big time. It just makes it easier for the kid because then there's, some easier throws, Play action opens up the middle of the field, gives them some easier routes. They got to get the screen game working with the kid. Like I said, they got to get him some easy completions early in the game. Let's not take a deep shot every other play. Let's get some quick developing plays, get the ball out. Let's keep the clock moving. I know he's capable of doing that. So
all the new Niner fans didn't grow up watching this team go from nothing to Super Bowl powerhouse.
Exactly. These are, dude, like half these fans, no offense to any of you guys, but I've been a fan from the 80s to now. I'm 42 years old. I'm sure Sentinel is probably a little older than me. And to see what we were in the 70s and what we became in the 80s and most of the 90s, the standard of winning 5 championships over a period of almost 20 years, kind of like the Patriots. It's Super Bowl or bust, man. And a lot of people don't understand why I'm so critical of this team. Is I grew up with the standard of what this team should be and what the standard of these players should be. And if the players don't have that kind of hunger or desire, and the organization isn't going after the same goal, it's hard for me to deal with it because I know what I grew up with when Eddie DeBartolo was the owner, and the 49ers were winning Super Bowls and making NFC championship games every other year. And, it was a great time to be a fan, and it's been tough. It's been tough in the 2000s. Both times we've gotten to the Super Bowl in the 2000s, we've lost. And it's different. It's hard for me because I was used to us winning all the time. So this is going to be a tough game for us, guys. I can't say that I'm extremely positive about it, but hopefully Trey does some magician stuff and pull some things out of his hat. And who knows? Listen, any given Sunday, right? Everybody has a chance.
So they don't have that standard. It seems unfair to expect that, but I guarantee that if Eddie D was still in charge of this team, they'd be yeah, you know it, baby. What's up, Paya? How you doing? Do you think Kyle Shanahan's hot seat type is just clickbait? I feel the Niners.
Yeah, I mean, listen, pressure's on this year, man. Pressure's on. No more excuses. I don't want to hear the injury excuse. I don't want to hear any excuses. This is the 5th year of the regime, Peo, and there should be some expectations and people, maybe not the hot seat, but like, for instance, they have another losing season, and they have a ton of injuries. Like I said before, somebody's falling on the sword, whether that's John Lynch, whether that's somebody else in the front office, whether it's the strength and conditioning. There has to be some accountability. The problem with these long contracts that the 49ers have gotten is the fact that they've just built in comfort that even if we don't do it this year, there's always next year. And we get excited with the draft and we get excited with free agency. And then the season starts and it's the same old thing over and over again. Eventually, you want to see some return of your investments. You know what I mean? So This is a big season. The Niners have to find a way to get out of this rut and get into the playoffs. If they get into the playoffs, I say it's a successful season. Now, what me and Sentinel were talking about, that in the old days wouldn't be a successful season. Successful season in the past was Super Bowl or bust, but this new era of 49ers, if we get into the playoffs after what kind of seasons we've had other than 2019, it will be a successful season to build off of, but we're not even close. We're 2-2. I'm not super confident about the Arizona game, but who knows, guys? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we win Arizona and then we reel off a couple of them. So, Sentinel, a lot of these players are more content doing video game competitions or posting their workouts on Instagram. Totally agree with you, brother. It's totally different generational mindset, and it does piss me off sometimes. Yep, me and you are the back in my day. That's what we are. We're those guys. We've hit that point in our life. Yes, playoffs or bust. Exactly. Trey hasn't really done play action that much. I expect more play action in this game because he's good at. Yeah, Jimmy's good at play action too. I'm not gonna lie. He's a really good play action quarterback. I think one of the best things we're going to have to deal with or come to a realization in this game is we can't have turnovers. We cannot have turnovers. We are one of the worst turnover teams in the NFL. I don't have the statistics in front of me, but limiting turnovers, special teams was abysmal last week. The Trenton Cannon fumbles, the two fumbles in a row. One, of course, only one counted, but that turned the whole game around. The interception with Jimmy early in the game. It's just, this team, whether it's bad special teams play, the whole situation with Robbie Gould, like what the hell is that all about? And then having your punter try to kick field goals, that didn't work. And then, like I said, special teams, penalties, dude, how can we be 5 years into this regime and we're still one of the worst teams when it comes to penalties, being undisciplined? Some of the penalties that the refs have been calling are a little bit blasphemous. Some of them are okay. I mean, there has been some pass interference by our DB, so it is what it is. But yeah, penalties, turnovers. This team, 5 years into this regime, is still super undisciplined. And it's sometimes I watch games and I'm my jaw drops at the inability for this team to be disciplined. 5 years into a regime, it's still the same sloppy team, the same turnover prone team, the penalties up the wazoo every game. It's frustrating to watch, man. I'll tell you. Yep, we're bitter. We're them bitter old crusty fans. That's right, baby, and I'm proud of it too. What are your thoughts on the Niners secondary? I know some Niner fans had concerns. I'll tell you, when Rhett got hurt, I was pretty depressed. However, Mosley's been playing well. And when Josh Norman was in, he played not too bad. And Trey Kirkpatrick hasn't played too bad either. And Diamador Lenore has played okay. He's played like a rookie at some times, but he's also played well in some other times. So I'm a little less concerned. However, going into this game, we're definitely going to get more of a barometer or a test. If the Niners pass rush could get any pressure and corral this dude, Kyler Murray, I could probably answer your question better. Most likely, do the 49ers cut or trade Jimmy next season? How much would the Niners save? I think they're going to save $24 million. And I don't know, man. There's a weird vibe going around right now. A lot of people don't know if Jimmy's even really hurt. I don't know if you guys have heard that. Some people think he is. Some people think he isn't. Some people are saying bruise. Some people are saying strain in the calf. So it's just really confusing right now, man. All I know is his trade value ain't too high right now about how he's played. So, and the fact that he's hurt again, what else is new, right? So I really don't know. I don't know if I could say that there's much of a value for him right now. So releasing him would probably do the best. Either or, there's going to be a quarterback change next season. Like I said before, offensive line's got to play better in this game, guys. J.J. Watt, Chandler Jones. This is a really good defense. They're going to be in their house. I have confidence in Trent Williams. I have confidence in, Alex Mack. But it's guys like McGlinchey and guys like Lincoln Tomlinson who have to step up big time in this game. Like I said, get the running game moving. If the running game can be successful and we can chew clock, we can keep Kyler Murray and company off the field. That's how we won in the past. That's how we need to win this time. So limit the amount of times Kyler Murray and company are on the field. And when we're on the field, execute. Third downs and, execute on third down. Don't turn the ball over. Don't commit penalties. Sounds easy, but this team's had a hard time of late of doing it. So it's going to be a stressful game to watch. One thing for me, though, is I'm not going to be on after the game doing a post-game reaction because I have to be up at 3 a.m. So the game will end at probably 7:30, 7:40, and I literally got to take a shower and go to bed. So I won't even have a chance to process the game mentally. Hopefully it's a win. If it's not, I still got to go to work anyways, but I'll try to get on Monday. I think Monday I might be doing something with Jay in the Bay. So stay tuned for that. So I probably won't do anything on my channel, but I'll go on Jay's channel and I'm sure we'll react to it. I think I'm going on Jay in the Bay's channel. So stay tuned for that. Jay will keep me posted and he'll keep you guys posted. But yeah, I think that's what I'm doing Monday. And then Wednesday, look out for me and the Nuggets of Gold podcast. We're trying to do some collaborating, so look out for that. I'm trying to help those guys get their channel up and running, get them to 1,000 subscribers. So I have a couple collaborations going on this week, guys. So stay tuned for that. I'll make sure that I put it on my community tab whenever I know anything. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. Maybe a 6th. Yeah, I don't know about that, brother. I don't think we're going to get anything for him. 6th, maybe, I guess. I don't know. What a realistic record for the Niners after week 8. I'd say 4-4, honestly. Not good. It's not a good record, Pale, but I think 4-4 is kind of where we're going here. I don't know, man. I really don't. It's a hard team to judge right now. Kittle's weird this year. He's not his same fun-loving self. He's hurt again, and with the whole Jimmy situation and the injuries, I have no idea how to feel about this season. Danny Albright, how about D Ford? Didn't think he was going to be on the team. Believe he has 3 sacks. Yeah. Knock on wood, Danny, that he doesn't get hurt. But yeah, he looks pretty impressive right now. So yeah, I agree with you. Definitely a great ad or not ad, but a great surprise and a guy that we ended up keeping. Samson Abucum has been a little bit of a disappointment. Guy we got from the Rams. I thought the Niners were going to use him better, but really hasn't come to pass so far. Same with Arden Key. It's been pretty much Bosa and D Ford, and Kinlaw had a sack last week. So yeah, the defensive line, they started really good last week, guys, and then they just they tailed off. But I think that had to do more with the Niners not capitalizing on any of those defensive stops. So I think that's more on the offense, that the defense stopped being as good as they were. So we have a new kicker, guys. His name is Joey Sly. He's going to take over for Mr. Robbie Gold. I don't know much about him, but we're going to see him on Sunday. The talk is he's probably going to do kickoffs too. So let's be on the lookout for Joey Sly. Hopefully he does well. Hell, guys, Hopefully he's really good, and then we can cut ties with Gold after the year and save $5 million, because that's probably one of the worst investments that this team has made, signing a declining kicker who didn't really want to be here. And he's been inconsistent at best, and he can't kick anything over 50 yards. So maybe this Sly guy is good, and we can be done with the whole Gold debacle. Not a fan of Robbie Gold. I liked him at first, but I've grown to hate him. Sorry for the motorcycle in the background, by the way, guys. I live on a street where people are always speeding. But yeah, Joey Sly, hopefully he does well, and we can forget about Robbie Gold, and we'll have a solid kicker. I heard he's really muscular, so that's always good. I want to know if you guys picked up on the news that Russell Wilson is out 6 to 8 weeks with a ruptured finger tendon. You say, what does that have to do with the 49ers? It figures that the Niners would be kind of struggling and stumbling all over themselves at a time like this. If the Niners could pick a time on track and take advantage of Seattle down, saying that they're probably going to struggle. Who knows? Maybe Geno Smith does really good. Would be now. This time to figure out what you are as a team, figure out your identity, figure out your quarterback, and take advantage of the situation, because they're hurting. Their leader is out, and he's never hurt. So unlike, our players who are always hurt, Russell Wilson's never hurt. So if the Niners need any other motivation to capitalize on right now, this would be the biggest time to capitalize. Russell Wilson probably out 6 to 8 weeks, ruptured finger tendon. So mazel tov to him. He's a fantastic Hall of Fame level player. But as a Niners fan, I'm happy he's not playing, because it makes Seattle not as strong. But I'm not happy that he's injured, if that makes any sense. So Niners, get it together, get on the ball, figure things out, and let's reel off some wins, man. If Seattle falls, this is our chance, if the Niners don't take advantage of this, there's really no excuse. So
Ken Cal, Papa John's pizza for Sunday's game. Oh, you lucky. We don't have Papa John's around here anymore, man.
it's the garlic sauce for me, Ken Cal. Tons of garlic sauce. It's like the greatest thing ever. It's like crack. Sly is pretty fly. Yeah, he's got a dope name. Kind of like Sly, like Sylvester Stallone,
Wilson injury is crazy. Changes the West.
Yeah, it does. At least we think it does right now, right, Pale? Watch Seattle go crazy with Geno. But yeah, I mean, Arizona's really strong. The Rams look great, although they've kind of been quieted the last couple weeks. But I think the Rams are really dangerous, and I think the addition of course, the addition of Matthew Stafford was huge. He's fantastic. So that's another reason why I think the Niners, with this whole situation with Trey, now that he's in the game, have to at least see what they have as far as, big play potential with Trey, because all the other quarterbacks in this division are electric. Whether it's throwing the ball with Matt Stafford and his ability to just, make fantastic throws and be aggressive, or Russell and Kyler Murray with their ability to scramble, and they're also really good throwers of the football. The Niners are kind of in the basement when it comes to quarterbacking. So I say go for it. Take a shot with the rookie. He's going to struggle, guys. I mean, it's an obvious situation. He's going to struggle. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of division in this fan base, guys. So I was pro Jimmy when the season started, but I've definitely been frustrated with the inability with him, and, just the lack of any offense. So I'm happy to see what Trey can do, but I'm also a realistic fan that knows that Trey's going to struggle, and he's going to have some ups and downs in the game. He's probably going to do some amazing things, and he's also going to do some stupid stuff. He's probably going to sail some balls. He's probably going to throw into coverage. He's probably going to run when he doesn't need to or not run when he needs to. So all that stuff is definitely, I'm definitely realistic on that front for sure.
I think Geno can do well, but the offense won't score the same. Yeah, definitely. We need to be creative and hungry on offense. D is balling. O-line has to dominate. This is going to be a 60-minute. Yep.
You expect more injuries, Larry. Every time we say we're going to have a 60-minute game, we end up losing like 3 guys. So hopefully that's not the case, though.
Rams are a talented team, but they are getting things in a team that are getting things together. Season's still young, and they are pretty healthy.
Yeah, you guys are pretty healthy. Rams are a scary team, man. You got Stafford, and you got those weapons, and you got that coach, and you have a defense with 2 Hall of Famers on that defense. I can't name half your defense at all, but you have the best corner in the NFL, and you have probably the best defensive lineman in the NFL. So you got the pieces that you need. Hopefully you guys stay healthy, and you're definitely dangerous for sure.
Do the 49ers invest in quarters next season? It seems like, yeah, I think they have to, brother.
They have to. You would think, though, right? I would definitely invest. There's going to be some free agent corners on the market. I figure with the money we're saving with Garoppolo not being on the team, if he ends up going, I would definitely invest in some corners. I mean, I wouldn't get just one, Danny. I'd get like 2, 3, So, yeah, I definitely would put money and invest money into the cornerback position. Definitely.
Trey is the only QB from the draft that is not starting. Play to his strengths, keep it simple, but you got to start someone.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, stop trying to force what they call a square whatever into a round whatever. I don't know the saying. Stop trying to make him be something that he's not. Play to his strengths. Get him on some bootlegs. Get him moving out of the pocket. Get him on some QB waggles. Make his legs part of the offense. Stop trying to make him a pocket quarterback. His strength is moving. His strength is on the run. So we'll see, guys. I'm definitely intrigued, nervous, excited, scared. But it is what it is, we come out of this game 2-3. It's going to be tough, but right now we're still in it. 2-2. It's the early season still. There's a lot of season left to be played, but this is definitely one of the more disappointing starts to the 49ers so far, considering a lot of the expectation we thought. A lot of people weren't thinking Super Bowl this year. I definitely wasn't one of them. I thought the Niners would be, competitive in the West and maybe get a wild card spot. But right now, who knows what we're going to be.
You think the 49ers win this game with Lance runs over 100? We'll see, brother.
I'm not as confident as you just because it's a tough place to play and he's going against a good defense or at least a good defensive line. He's got a really good quarterback on the other side. So the West is really strong as usual, brother. The NFC West, I think, is the best division in football, top to bottom. Unfortunately, the Niners are on the bottom right now. Well, actually, Seattle record-wise is on the bottom, but Niners have to work cut out for them. No more excuses, no more reasons why we can't. We just got to go out there and do it, guys. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for me. I just wanted to get on here and talk about some pressing needs with the 49ers. Trent Williams is starting. That's great. Looks like Trey Sermon and Elijah Mitchell will both be playing. That's also great. Looks like Josh Norman's going to play. So hopefully the Niners can stay healthy in this game and not have too many setbacks. The one thing I will say that I'm really surprised and shockingly happy about is the play of Azeez Al-Shaair. Niners are amazing how they can miss so hard in the beginning of the draft, but in undrafted free agents and late round picks, they're amazing. Azeez Al-Shaair, I guess, had a really good college career, but had some injuries, so he wasn't drafted. And now I don't know how high he was going to be drafted if he would have stayed healthy, but he was really fantastic in college. And he's been one of our best players for sure on defense. I'm not saying this to cause any controversy, but he could make someone like Dre Greenlaw expendable in the future. But I would like to keep all three of them. I know the Niners have been looking into Michael Kendricks again. They looked after him and signed him in the offseason, but then he got hurt in training camp, so they ended up cutting him. So Niners might be looking to shore up their linebacker depth. If anything happens with that, I'll be sure to let you guys know.
Larry Edwards. Oh, yes, it's not over, but I feel better this year on competing in games rather than having Mullins and Beathard.
Yeah, that was so bad. They were like, I didn't even watch half the games last year, brother. I mean, I would watch them a little bit, but I was so, I have the Sunday ticket, so it's stupid of me not to watch the games for the amount of money that I pay. But yeah, last year was tough. Plus, I worked some Sundays. Now I have always Sundays off. But like I said, I'm not going to have time to even digest or savor if we win because I have to go to bed so early. So wish me luck, guys. Hopefully we win, and then I can go to bed very happy and excited, and we can talk when I'm on Jay's show on Monday. Hopefully, like I said, I'll get you guys an update on Jay and the Bay show on Monday. For time and all that. And Wednesday, like I said again, I'm going to have the Nuggets of Gold podcast, their YouTube channel. I'm going to have them on. I think there's two of them. So it'll probably be about 7 p.m. Wednesday for that Eastern time. Make sure you guys just tune in for that one. Read these last couple questions before I get out of here. Got the bye after this week. We just got to get healthy. I agree. So that would be great. No more injuries, and then go into the bye week and get healthy.
Trey Lance was the pick. Yes, he was.
Now he's got to show what he is. Hopefully he's what we thought. Like I said, he's going to struggle. He's going to make mistakes. So everybody be patient.
Faithful to the Bay. Let's do this. Be safe, brother.
Thank you. All right, everybody. Everybody stay safe and healthy. Everybody have a great Friday evening. And have fun. Just don't go too crazy. Don't drink too much. And if everything works out well, I'll probably see you guys Monday on with Jay and the Bay. And until then, stay safe and healthy, guys. Go Niners. Hopefully we can pull this one out in Arizona. And I'll be a really happy guy. And until then, guys, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye, everyone.